Zdravím všechny, co se nemohá, tady ze Stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování v Genshinu. Pustíme se hned do akce, hned poté, co si udělám svoji denní rutinu. Takže dělej komise a resetování všech těch věcí. Shinobu. Tak. Everything is reset. Tak. Jak se říkám, vítejte do dalšího dílu. Dneska jak jsem říkal, byl jsem díl, kde jsem nevěděl, kde přesně jsme, protože jsem to fakt nevěděl. Tak. Menší update, kde jsme v mojí Sacred Timeline, kterou jsem si setupnul se vším všudy, sidequesty, mainquesty, zkombinovat do jedné timeliny, kde to dělám jedno po druhém, v řádku po řádce, tak vás ujišťuju, nebojte, hlavní příběh bude pokračovat velmi další epizodou. Tohle bude poslední odbočka naplánovaná. Pokud se nestane něco nenaplánovatelného, nebo prostě se něco nestane, že bude něco speciálního za tohle, tak velká akce určitě příští díl. takže jo, velký hype, těším se, vy si těšíte. Hlavní příběh je teďkon hodně nahnutý, hodně takový nahnutý části. Ale teďkon budeme dělat určitou věc ne tady, ačkoliv se tu nacházím. Je to jenom nejvíc přehledný město pro mě prozatím. Jelikož Inazuma je zkomplikovaná, protože jsem tam hledaný momentálně, tak se to nedá vůbec posuzovat jakkoliv. A Liyue je až moc velká a roztahaná. A je tam moc schodů. Což tady stačí jenom se portnout do středu a proběhnout od středu města až k bráně a cestou potkám všechny věci, se kterými kdy můžu interagovat. Takže v monsteru trávím nejvíc času definitivně. Resetnu 100 mouky, který jsem si spočítal, 100 mouky trvá 1,5 hodiny. Tohle mezi tím zase trvá zhruba 16 hodin udělat 100 sýrů, takže to je taky žužo. Tak zatím setupnu 20 dalších sýrů, než dovykoupím další zásoby, které jsou tady, které se resetují snad každý den. Že každý den z každého regionu můžete mít 100 těch základních zásob plus 1 nebo 2 regionální specifické věci. Takže to bylo mezi tím moje část mé rutiny, což mi připomínám, ještě poslední část denní rutiny je tady, takže menší půlminutová odbočka. S tím dostanete malý glimpse. Malý glimpse tady toho a that's it. To je všechno, co dostanete. Prostě jenom jedna otočka mírná kolem prvního z mnoha ostrovů tady a that's it. Máte glimpse, kdo tu všechno je, vevnitř i venku. A tady se refreshuje za 7 hodin. Já to nebudu. Není třeba. Nějaký ty speed up flaštičky. To, že se ty flaštičky resetujou taky snad každý den nebo každý 3 dny nebo kolik, tak to je taky docela jakože, ok. To se pamatuju, že jsem se bál na začátku, když jsem tu Serenity pod dostal, že že těch flaštiček je příliš málo, že než aby prostě to bylo, že já bych je potřeboval víc. A teď jich mám prostě několik desítek a v životě už je nevypotřebuju. Takže dneska se podíváme zpátky do Liyue a konkrétně, pravděpodobně, sem. Protože, ano, vážení přátelé, podíváme se za ruling lady herself, Ningguang. Sice není královna, ale might as well be, protože je nejvíc influenciální osoba v Liyue a kdyby si řekla, že nebude chtít odejít ze svého postu, tak nikdo s tím asi moc neudělá. Kromě těch polobohů, lomeno bohů, nevím, jaký mají přesně titul, který prostě tady jsou a hlídají a ty by s tím možná něco udělali. Ale ty by si možná mohli taky říct, způsobili si to sami, nepomůžeme jim. Možný je všechno. Takže to zahájíme. Tady. A je to Hangout. Hangout s Ningguang. The Jade Chamber's returning guest. Jestli si pamatujete, tak když jsme s ním mluvili naposledy, tak jsme se rozloučili a pozvali nás na návštěvu, kdykoliv budeme mít čas se vrátit, takže jsme vítáni na návštěvu zpátky. A tak se vracíme. Begin Hangout. Jade Chambers returning guest. Yep. I knew it. Kde jinde by byla? Ta na veřejnost nevychází. Jakožto správná královna. A jsou to všechny její služky. No, administrátorky, nebo jaký mají titul. Hey.
It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Do čeho jsem to vkročil tentokrát.
Oh, great. I have no idea what we would have done otherwise. I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here. This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
What happened?
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person to help. We had a very long discussion about it, but to no avail. I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow. This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone. The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest.
So you thought of me?
Yes, you were the person who came to mind. We may not have spent a great deal of time together, but I do place a great deal of trust in you.
Thank you.
To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance, though I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best. It would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time. And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested.
I wouldn't say no to such a pretty lady.
As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingency plan for everything.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you. But the fact is, your arrival here has rescued what was fast becoming a rather dire situation indeed.
If I have what it takes, I'll do it.
I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing. All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly. The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect. You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs, such as clothing and meals, and be on call for any other requests she may have.
Wow.
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment. All right. Please proceed to the office. Bai Shi will go over the work with you in more detail.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go.
Takže jedna tu se mnou zůstane, aby se měl jako šaperoun. No. Also, regulární check-up. Hlavní kancel. Yep.
Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture. As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential. My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries. For example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume.
Oh. Your eyes are really sparkling right now.
You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Já budu jí oblíkat.
Bai Shi has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands and rest assured that her performance will be nothing short of exemplary. I'm sure she was simply trying to share some of her enthusiasm, in the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand. Let's get into the details.
Myslím, může jenom uhánět o závod s představama, co obnáší starat se o Ningguang, jako kdyby neměla ruce. A museli všechno za ní dělat, doslova všechno ostatní, jako jí oblékat, no, převlíct jí z jednoho oblečení na druhý. Že jako, je to jako, když si zkoušíte oblečení v obchodu s oblečením, že si vezmete za plentu, tam si to zkusíte v soukromí, anebo jako dělá to Ningguang takhle podobným stylem, anebo prostě jí vyloženě svlíknou do náha a prostě jí oblíknou něco dalšího.
Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience, while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she is well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met.
Well fed? Tak jí musím krve jako letí letadílko. Žup.
I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience to ensure that you are fully equipped to perform your duties.
It's just very routine stuff. It'll be fine.
All in a day's work for the traveler, Great. Then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duty. Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance and...
133?
Yes. I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time. I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions. At first is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades. After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation. Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds. Right after that, there's...
Hold up! Do I really have to understand Ningguang in all this detail just to organize her schedule?
Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching tasks to time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that.
Is it?
You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise.
Může odsud si vzít glider na jakýkoliv místo.
Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point?
Kde jenom začít? Takže se je projdeme nejdřív. Dvě myslící. She's not going to keep going on like this, is she? No, actually, I don't understand any of it. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through. And we still need to leave enough time for you to prepare Lady Ningguang's schedule.
Jako obvykle při hangout eventech první run through bude můj pokus o co nejlepší výsledek a pak budu mávat všude kolem, ať s tím souhlasím nebo ne. I think I know how to approach it.
Already? Wow, you're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow.
I'll do my best.
I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work. I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing. If anything else is unclear, you can ask Bai Shi.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Time to avoid anything too complicated. Alright, time to make a serious effort. Yep, that is also my point of view. To je jaký můj pohled prostě. Když už mám něco udělat, tak se pokusím. Takže eat, wash, change, get ready to what? Meet businesswoman Lua Xiao at Lee Pavilion. Eat lunch there. Meet 3, takže mezi ránem a obědem vůbec nic není. Meet 3 informants and exchange information. Ooh. Go to Yuhai Pavilion for conference. Takže Lee, Yue, ty dva podniky, co jsou doslova hned vedle sebe a definují ten název toho města. Takže k jednomu se najíst a druhému jenom popovídat. Light meal, takže zhruba večeře možná. Negotiate any outstanding matters from the conference, return to the J Chamber. The specific times for the first three are flexible and progress dependent. The conference and item 4 is scheduled for the evening. Arriving early is recommended. Takže asi takhle, já si udělám print screen pro jistotu. Protože jako tohleto musí být v určitý úsek a tohle se může nachmoustat nebo roztáhnout, jak chce v podstatě. A pokud možno tím prolítnout.
Good. You factored in both priority and efficiency, and produced a rigorous and well-structured schedule. You've clearly considered it from every angle. Excellent work. You've got quite a knack for this.
You're too kind.
Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady Ningguang wakes up and start preparing based on the schedule. With you helping out here, we will be able to focus fully on the auction. It will be quite a complicated affair.
I hope everything goes according to plan. Není to jako skoro vždycky někdo připravil plán a ten plán okamžitě šel do kýblu.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Rigorous schedule, yep. Cerebrano following day. Is there a place to sit? Ne. Tady fakt není ani jedna židle. Prostě tady je hromada lamp a knihoven a stolků na vázy a to je všechno. Jo, jenom Ningguang tady má svoji vlastní mega židli a tady přátelský stolek. Takže si tady sedneme a budeme quote unquote spát. Tak kousek před 7. Jak se to dělá? Wake up, Ningguang. Jo, ty dveře asi nebudou na okrasu, ale budou vyloženě místnosti, do kterých nemám přístup. To dává smysl. Ťuk, ťuk, ťuk.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing.
Takže ji nemusím oblíkat sám. Good.
Did you sleep well?
Same. The same as usual.
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. Now then, the schedule. Let's see what you have for me today. Item 1. Lunch at Lioli Pavilion with Miss Lua Chiao.
Item 1 byl vzbudit, převlíct a mít snídaní, myslím.
Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. I need to make sure I'm well prepared for this.
Is she a friend?
No, someone I've never met before. Today's lunch will be our first time meeting each other.
Já to lehce chápu, proč, ale tak z pohledu jako it's just lunch. What do you need to be good for lunch? You just eat.
She's paying a high price for my time, and I intend to make sure she gets her money's worth. Otherwise, tens of millions of mora is rather a high price for lunch, even one at Lioli Pavilion.
Tens of millions?
That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing to pay for a lunch opportunity with me.
To si dokážu představit. Jako, i když je to vysoká cena, tak jestli něco takového má cenovku, tak jsou určitě lidi, kteří to budou chtít toho dosáhnout.
To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. I too was rather surprised to see it become so expensive. Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made a rule that my time would go to the highest bidder. Gradually, it developed into a lucrative business.
It's like an investment.
Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy my time are business people who believe that whatever they spend now, they will make back several times over in due course. Naturally, for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market, the bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. All I can do for them is share whatever insight I may have. As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora, everyone has their own idea. There is no standardized way to measure something like this.
So that's how you rich people do it.
You're a very lucky person, you know. You get to sit in on this lunch for free.
Jsem momentálně tvoje služka, tak jako já pro tebe pracuju momentálně na ten jeden den.
In the hands
Takže
of a
shush.
professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of mora.
Then I will listen and learn.
There's no need to be nervous, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Now, let's have some breakfast before we leave.
Yes. Prostě rolněte to v opatek pár minut zpátky, kdy jsem vyloženě říkal, prostě teď je čas na ten oběd v Lioli Pavilion. A já prostě, tak moment, toho item 1 není oběd, ale zbudit, oblíct a snídaně. Prostě kde je ten breakfast? Připravím plán a mluví se o bodu 2, když jsme nedokončili bod 1. Co to je? Let's get the breakfast. Here also. Oh. Nějaký jiný slohové předělali pracovnu na jídelnu. Okay. Vidím ty golden balls, co má ráda catching. Tam ty škeble v tom kulatým a tohle ten listový neznám.
Did you organize this entire breakfast?
I just picked the time slot. I think maybe Baiji arranged it yesterday. To skoro vypadá, jako kdyby to řekla celý a je to jenom můžeš si vybrat, ale ty řekněte obojí. I just picked the time slot. A pak pro sebe možná si Lumina řekne I think maybe Baiji arranged it for me.
I know what's going on then. Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chamber's chef's cooking. This kind of food tastes far less satisfying if left out for too long.
Thank you. You and Ningguang enjoy a fine breakfast.
What do you think? Is the food to your liking?
I ate more than I originally intended to, so yeah, it's good.
Don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space, or you might miss out on some even better food. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes.
Do you usually eat breakfast with your secretaries?
On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit-down meal. There is an awful lot to get done most of the time. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself.
I mean, I'm not a terrible chef myself.
Relax, I'm just joking. Baishar probably made arrangements yesterday to add a few extra dishes to the breakfast menu. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. My secretaries and I are very grateful to you. Treating you to some food
Thank you.
is but a small token of our appreciation.
Not bad at all.
Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't compromise on it. If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working. Well, I'm done eating. We should get ready, then head off to Leoli Pavilion. I have some preparations to make first. Could you bring my clothes to my room, please?
You need a change already?
I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that. Who knows? Perhaps you will have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits.
Jediný outfit jiný, který znám, je ten na tu oslavu, který si měla. Takže, jestli to outfit bude vypadat úplně stejně.
I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. You can fetch it from her.
Understood.
Thank you. I'll be in my room.
Dobrý, tak je to jako v těch kamikách v obchodech s oblečením, prostě jenom tady oblečení a já jdu pryč.
Hello, how may I help?
I'm here for a change of clothes for Lady Ningguang.
Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment. I'll go and get them.
After a long wait, she returns.
Here you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang.
That seemed to take you a while.
Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not just clothes either. There are all kinds of jewelry and ornaments. Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so everything's in a bit of a mess. That's why it took me a little time to find this for you.
Sounds like Ningguang has a huge personal collection.
Anyway, you can take it now. Thanks for coming to pick it up.
Thank you too. Vždycky zapomínám, že je na přízemí. A když jsme to dostali, tak píše se tam něco speciálního. As I need to more to say that. Sure.
Did you get it?
Yep. Here you go.
Ah, this is the one. Please, wait for a moment.
Gotta fit it on my body. After a while, the door
I
opens.
believe you've seen
Yup, je
this
to ono.
outfit before. It's one of my favorites.
Já to věděl, že to bude tohle. Jestli něco.
I don't think I asked you what you thought of it at the time, though. What do you think? Be honest.
It suits you.
Phew. Thank you. I was actually a little nervous.
Yeah, it
Knowing
suits you
that
to a
it has
T.
your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident.
Self-confident?
If you're second-guessing
That
how you
much.
look, you can forget about looking glamorous. Even the finest garments in the world would look out of place on you. That's why your affirmation matters so much to me. All right, let's head to Leoli Pavilion.
Alright, let's go to the Leoli Pavilion. Mám si ji dát do grupy? Asi jo, klidně. Jeden slot na to dám. Třeba... You.
Understood.
There we go.
I guess this is...
I just heard it. Nemusíš to opakovat. Okay. And one more thing. Ty tři věci vypadají úplně stejně a mohly by být prostě interchangeable. Nevím, jak je to český slovo. Prostě všechny by mohly znamenat všechno, mohly klidně promíchat a já bych to vůbec skoro nepostřehl. Najednou se mapa přiblíží hodně. For reasons. Zajímavé, že tady když se to podíváte, všechny tady ty budovy jsou zelený a pak prostě tam ten UE High Pavilion je prostě červenostřechej. Jako what? Tamhle jedna budova, tady tam má taky červenou střechu. Tady jsou taky černé střechy, ale to je celý jiný jakože nádvoří. Tohle to jako hlavní náměstí, I suppose. To prostě všude zelený střechy, ale tady prostě jedna prostě ne, my budeme mít červenou střechu. A tam v dálce jsou taky zelený střechy. Yep, okay. Enter in. Okay, we're in.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat. This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of her. She happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited her to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with her, too. Do you mind if she sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too.
Strange that you didn't introduce me as her secretary and instead as the heroic traveler.
I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. There's so many questions I'd love to ask you.
Já stylu celou konverzaci.
I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Look at me, getting all overexcited. I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other market. That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too. So, the rumors are true then.
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know,
Mohli jsme se sednout, ale
the
dobrý.
rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having a closer than average relationship. You haven't heard?
Are these rumors widespread?
Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
I need to be very careful how I answer this. Že přenese se to částečně i na ní, jakákoliv odpověď bude.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today. Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire her on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Oh, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental, I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose.
Investment opportunities? Oh, do you mean the luminescent spine business? I hear that's been all the rage recently.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Hej, použila slovo hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent spines to make it work?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames? I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say. But I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every more you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
You think so too, huh?
At least do your research before you part with any money.
Okay, got it. If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything. Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with.
The business continues in this vein throughout the lunchtime. A konečně sedíme!
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today.
Ah, už
I
klidně.
didn't know how much we'd get through, but you've answered every question I wanted to ask.
My pleasure.
Good. I'm glad I could be of some help.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful business person in Liyue Harbor. You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would take me a very long time to come anywhere close to your level.
This is why so many people want to pay to spend time with Ningguang. Protože si dělá research. Je jako Madpad z jeho theorist kanála, nebo prostě. Proč bych měl dělat ten research, když ho Madpad udělá za mě?
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored?
Oh, no, I'm finding it all very interesting. From a certain point of view.
Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
Jelikož se nikdy neusadím, tak těžko. Maybe I'll give it a shot in the future. Once I'm not traveling, that is.
Ah, so you want to be my competitor. Well then, I suppose I'll have to start looking over my shoulder. Or how about this? I'll invest in you early on, before you make it big.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon. Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? Although...
Pak ještě třetí bod, který je taky movable podle dané situace. A hned po něm je věc, která má hardcodnutý čas, který bychom měli hitnout. Takže as you feel.
About the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Yeah, myslím, že máme čas. We have We can make time to go check up on them if you want.
Good. Then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little. Come on. The auction is being held at Eugene Terrace.
Ta červenostřechá terasa, jak jsem říkal. Yep. Yep. Oh, talk to the secretaries. Že jenom také přijde a... Hi everyone. How are you doing? Mělo by být sice poledne, ale je půlnoc. Čas, to hrozně letí. Takže jelikož jsem možná objevil vedle mě, tak aby to nebylo divný.
Lady Ningguang, what brings you here?
I couldn't help but feel a little concerned. So I just came to see how everything is going.
We're about ready and people are starting to arrive. I think we should be able to start on time.
Very good. I think I'll host the auction myself.
No.
Huh? You want to do it yourself?
A na co byla pak celá ta organizování a hození to na mě?
Yes. Just in case anything untoward happens. I can take care of it myself.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you. But we'll be sure to lend our full support behind the scenes.
Have you attended an auction before?
Have I? My net worth isn't quite in that category.
Well, would you like to participate this time? You don't have to bid, of course. Just experience the atmosphere.
Sure. Should be quite fun.
All right then. Feel free to take a look around the venue before it kicks off. Check out the items up for bidding and see if there's anything you might be interested in.
Jakož to možná bude ve stovkách tisíc, tak nevím. Si? Je tam, já to viděl. Writing tool, a vase, and a hairpin. Můžu dostat ten hairpin? Well made hairpin, but there's nothing exceptional about it. Fine to buy in a shop, you can really fetch a good price at an auction. Can it be bought in the auction? A vase. Normálně vypadající celkem čtvercová váza. Váze ve tvaru takového kulatého čtverce. Can't see and raise to be on like that. Generic office supplements gonna bring the price up. It'd be cheaper to get one from Bolai. Sit over here. Nejde se o tom nějaké informace? Ne. Odpověď? Ne. Almost. Jo, mezi tím, co jsme začali, tak hodiny v podstatě hodili celý kruh a zase se vrátili na začátek. Říkal 16 nebo 17? Teď nevím. To dám na 16. Když tak jsem se seknul o hodinu, no. Yep, 16.
It's about time to start. Find yourself somewhere to sit and we'll kick things off.
Before we start, I have a question. Na večeři, což myslím, že je večeře a nikde se tam nepíše, tak máme být na tady tom bodě číslo 4 a 5, který jsou se hard setnutý a měli bychom tam být co nejdřív, bude možný.
Yes? What is it?
Are the items at the auction valuable?
That's for you to make a considered judgment on. It's precisely what makes auctions so interesting, don't you think? Until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. If the bids go beyond what you can accept, then you let someone else take it.
Jo, takže je jiný hangout result, když koupím všechno, nebo nic. Jako myslím, že bych měl mít tak 2 miliony.
Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price, but what it does do is identify the person who values the item the most.
Let's see how it goes.
Yes, you should look forward to it.
Definitivně chci ten hairpin. To vypadá tak cute.
The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora. That's 10,000 mora for the teacup.
Hey. You would never pay 10,000 more for something like the normal teacup.
20,000.
Ale je to z její osobní kolekce, tak to má v cenu. Je to jako prostě mít, já nevím, mít třeba sako Karla Gotta. Jako může to být úplně stejný sako, jako si můžete koupit v kvalitním oděvnictví nebo v nějakým prostě oděvním obchodě. Může vypadat úplně stejně za několikanásobně menší cenu a prostě měl používat to ten jeden člověk, musíme to prostě mít za mega velkou cenu.
50,000.
Lumina to prostě nepobírá. Yeah, wow, the bidding is fierce.
80,000! 80,000 over here!
I'll raise that to 100,000.
120.
He seems very determined.
All right, 150,000. Anyone else want to keep going now?
150 once?
170.
180,000.
180 once? 180 twice? 180. Sold!
It's mine now.
Can't believe it went for 180,000.
Okay then. Moving straight on to the next lot.
One by the unexceptional items are sold for exceptional
you
prices.
seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything.
Something fell off.
Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items could fetch such a huge price at auction. Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers? I'm sure they'll give you the answers you're looking for.
Jako pro kávový šálek bych jako neměl nějaký upotřebení, ale kdyby náhodou prodávala tu herpinu, nebo prostě něco takového víc up my alley, tak bych definitivně na to hodil ten milion. Klidně.
Today wasn't my day. There were too many bidders and they all seemed like experts to me. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction. Someday, I'll be the lucky one.
No, byla hodně agresivní.
Huh? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but that's probably just because I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't know how to appreciate it. But I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted.
Aren't you worried that the price is gonna be way too big?
Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying a premium for. So how much I make just depends on how many people are even bigger fans of Ningguang than I am.
To je pravda.
Well, did you find the answer yet?
I guess everyone has faith in your judgment of aesthetics.
That's certainly part of it. But every bidder will have noticed that none of these items have a particularly high going rate on the market in and of themselves. Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. I wonder, is faith in me really the only factor in their appraisal of the item's value?
Lumina prostě to totálně nechápe. If not, what else could it be?
You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will surely be the quickest to realize. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, I have a million more effective ways of achieving that than hosting. Every participant in this
shit.
auction was handpicked by me, based on certain intelligence.
Oh. Sure enough, after some time passed, one of the participants returned.
Lady Ningguang.
Yep.
Something doesn't seem quite right with the items from today's auction. As unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies of things like these? They are simply ordinary items, and there was no coercion or enticement during the auction. Every bid was voluntary.
Because we trusted you. Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed to scamming people.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there.
Scammer.
You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, I am legally entitled to sue you for slander.
I'm gonna sue you out of existence.
Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the auction, the lots, or the process, please enlighten me as to where exactly I went wrong.
You... Fine. Yes, technically it was all legitimate. Guess all I can do is take the loss. But if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a con artist. No one would dare do business with you after that. I guess what I'm saying is this really in your best interests?
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay a high price because you trusted me. But is that really the full story?
What do you mean? What else could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber collection that has quietly made its way into your hands. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for. A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me, and passed through several pairs of hands before finally ending up in yours, and those of your fellow bidders today.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging to me. Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves that I am someone to be taken advantage of.
No wonder they had such blind faith.
So I ask you again. Your high bidding price, was it motivated by trust, or was it greed? The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine, I will refund all the money you spent in the auction today.
All right, fine. I guess I'll return it. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
Kdyby si byl driveoval hard bargain, tak ty taky, tak bys klidně mohl zkusit jí sunout za skemování. Jako mohl jsi to klidně zkusit. Jako já bych to rád viděl, prostě totálně zahájit revoluci vůči Ningguang za skemerství.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the end. Good for him.
It all makes sense now.
The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands numerous times already. Determining who has legal ownership would be an extremely long-winded process, with each item being assessed on a case-by-case basis. Even Yanfei says she'd have a difficult time defending my claims.
Jej, zmiňuje Yanfei. To je její druhý appearance. Hned po té Serenity po její první appearance jakýkoliv. Jedna zmínka, to je všechno, co Yanfei dostane. Kudaj prostě. Yanfei si taky zaslouží nějaký hangout nebo sidequest. Tráví se s ní až moc málo času.
I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay twice for the same thing. Least of all, when they'd be looking to make a handsome profit from my misfortune. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop to all this nonsense.
It definitely suits your MO.
I just wanted my things back. Hardly an unusual sentiment. At most, a little childish perhaps. Which is another reason why I didn't tell anybody about my plan.
Co kdybych to koupil?
What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile?
The size?
Well, I think it was a combination of the weight and the energy it contains. Its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force, while the energy within triggered that spectacular explosion. Every piece of the Jade Chamber, from the stone walls and wooden beams down to the smallest ornament, contributed to its total weight. But in the end, they became objects of merchants' greed. It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it.
I hope you can get your things back too.
Thank you for understanding. Now I've got one of my items back. Let me show you what makes it so special. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive. And this one now has the story of another age to tell.
Hej! No, prostě, tam prostě sedí takhle. Prostě poslouchá s úsměvem. Yes. The weight of a collection. None of the items that were offered up during that decisive battle shall be lost, no matter how big or how small. To je celkem cute obrázek. I like it. Well, to by byl jeden konec. Ten, který jsem dosáhnul svým vlastním úsudkem a mým best judgment. Yeah, business as usual, anebo fuck off, já to setupnu tak, aby to pro mě bylo co nejjednodušší. To bude největší cringe, takže... Jo, to je podle toho, jestli... Prostě... I'm worried about the auction. A prostě... Yeah, we can check up on things. A nebo... No, shut up, let's... Ne, shut up, Ningguang, budeme prostě se držet schedule. To je asi nejblíž, co jsem byl jako 50-50, jako... A jako usvolil bych jí to. Jako uvolil bych jí jako sure, let's look. Ale remindoval bych jí o těch dalších plánech. Aby se to stíhalo. S těmou ne. Shush. Shush your lovely face. Tak.
Sorry to have kept you.
No.
Great. This is the she happened to be. Do you mind if she sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious traveler, too.
Tak, teď začneme hangout eventy, část druhá. Masivní proklikávání věcí, které už jsme viděli, aby jsme se dostali k novým věcem.
I've always been... Oh, I'm Lord Xiao. That's what I...
Rumors?
You know, you haven't heard?
Nope.
Come on. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Actually...
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but the Traveler is a national hero in Liyue, even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing. I admire her.
Oh, yes. Oh, there is nothing unusual.
You're comparing... I've missed out on a
Investment?
No. So,
Oh, but...
if it were really... I had my secretary do some, so I would advise...
I see.
In my opinion, long-term...
You think so too? Huh? Okay. Maybe it... Lady Ningguang.
Good.
Now I see why you think clearly.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
I'm an novice, but I was a follow because you explained everything so clearly.
That means you also have a good head on your shoulders, and the ability to learn rapidly. If you are in need of Mora, you should absolutely consider doing business.
I won't take up any more of your time.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you. Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Don't worry about them. They're very capable. You put the situation in capable hands. So let's get through our schedule.
Yes, you're right. Whatever happens, they can handle it. In that case, what's next on the schedule?
Meeting with the informants.
Ah, okay then. Yes,
Th-
it's been
three.
some time since I last caught up with them.
So, konkrétně 3, si
Let's go to
pamatuju.
Mingxing Jewelry first. I need to pick up something before meeting them.
Already setting up some psycho bullshit. Yeah, you see, I have this jewel that you like a lot. So tell me.
Hello. I'm here to collect the item I handed in for repair.
Ah, Lady Ningguang. One moment, please. I'll fetch it immediately.
Very good. Don't rush now. Please, handle it with care.
Is it something valuable?
Yes and no. You probably imagine that Mingxing Jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods.
Actually, not exclusive. Actually, not that not that exclusively.
The workers here are very skilled, so I like to come to them when I need something custom made. This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair. The item is quite ordinary. In fact, the cost of the repair was more than the item was ever worth.
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. Please inspect it and see whether you're satisfied with our work.
Má hodně krásné dlouhé vlasy.
We did everything we could to restore it to its original condition. You'll still see a few marks on there, though. This was unavoidable because of how badly damaged the item was.
Další je ten Jade Chamber.
That's fine. Thank you for your hard work.
You were right about it being ordinary.
Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. It reminds her of her mother. My informants often provide me with extremely important information. It's only fair that I endeavor to meet any requests they have in return. Trust is of far greater importance than profit in the relationship between me and my informants.
I thought useful intel could only be bought with Mora.
It's understandable to think that way. And in the vast majority of cases, you'd be completely right. But things are a little different with these particular informants. Mora doesn't get you very far with this crowd. And this only makes me all the more excited to meet with them. Thank you for the repair, Xingxi. This is a great help.
Oh, Don't mention it. It's always a pleasure, Lady Ningguang.
Let's go and meet them.
Let's continue our schedule. Prepared comb. Oh. Mělo to být celkem jasný. Když řekla It reminds her of her mom, tak mělo být jasný, že to bude někdo mladší.
Hi, Auntie Ningguang.
Hello, my dears. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yep. Tohle už vím od Elder Scrolls, snad od Oblivionu. Prostě děti a bezdomovci jsou nejlepší informátoři pod sluncem.
Yes, indeed. And they are some of my most reliable helpers and friends.
Takže ty 3 informátoři, to jako je celá ta grupa myšlena?
I didn't want to involve them in intelligence gathering for me at first, but they, on the other hand, were so enthusiastic about the idea that I thought it couldn't hurt to try. I treated it as a little game between us. It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while they were at it. So, it was a win-win. So, fill me in. How have you all been doing?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool trips recently. It's been loads of fun. But you didn't do your homework, did you? Yeah, but it's not my fault. You still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor is in a new age now, and we've got a really important part to play.
This new age started after that great battle, you know.
I didn't know it would have such a profound impact. Genshin impact.
Well, this is a dramatic change, unique in all of the millennia of Liyue's history. Everyone is eager to do their part and make their mark in the age of humanity. What about you, Nan? You haven't said anything yet, and you're looking a little unhappy.
I'm fine. Just don't know what to say.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came into the harbor the day before yesterday.
By the way, flotilla?
Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then the people on the boat started unloading all these crates. There was a salty kind of fishy smell in the air.
Oh, I
Close
see.
enough.
That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the open ocean. How much cargo were they carrying? Remember, I taught you how you can tell.
Yep, I made sure to look at the waterline, just like you said. They looked really full this time.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made quite a big catch.
You can tell from how heavy the boat is how much heavy fish they were had on board? Je to základní fyzika, Lumino. Je to základní fyzika. Čím víc věcí je na palubě, tím víc se ta loď potopí.
The heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water.
Děkuji.
So you can tell how heavily loaded a vessel is from the height of the waterline.
Nikdy jsem nečekal, že budu v nějaký společnosti jakéhokoliv druhu, kde budu jediný, kdo zná termín fyzika a nějaký ty základní zákony fyziky, ale what do you know?
How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship, but it's something you can tell from experience, at least for the kinds of vessels you see regularly.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can tell with just one look.
Clever.
A few days ago, I heard some people saying that a big merchant from Fontaine is coming soon to buy luminescent spines. They said that when they get here, the price will go up a lot.
Oh, really?
That's the opposite of what Ningguang analysis found out.
Who did you hear this from? Do you remember what they looked like?
No.
All right, never mind. So, how about what they said? Do you remember their exact words?
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks the most. What's gotten into you today?
It's okay. Don't be upset. Actually, I brought you a little something to cheer you up. How about that,
Ding! There you go.
It's my comb.
Of course I did. If I make you a promise, I will always keep it.
Thank you, Auntie Ningguang. Thank you so much.
It was just a small favor, really. Nothing to get overexcited about.
But they said you'd be too busy to remember about a...
They.
Boring old.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It looks like there's a story here.
It's all right. Don't worry. There just seems to be some kind of misunderstanding here. Why don't you take this opportunity to clear it up? Don't you think that'd be best?
Yeah, Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
I'm sorry. I told you a lie. That thing about the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. Two people came and told me to say it to you. I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but, they told me you'd forgotten all about the comb, and I didn't know how to argue with them. Then they bought me a new comb, and I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one you helped get fixed for me.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liyue Harbor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with it from now on. When Mom gets back, she'll be so sad if she finds out I broke it.
I must say, this is most intriguing.
It looks like someone's trying to scam you.
How about this? You tell me where those two people are, and I'll take the comb back to them for you. Sound good?
Já jim vrátím ten comb. Jo, to bude všechno, co udělám.
Okay. They're over at the docks. They said I should go and meet them when I finished the mission.
All right then. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. I'll be right back.
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Now, this is a grown-up situation, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. And don't try and follow me.
Just a second. To byla jenom taková menší odbočka na straně. Takže I'm just going to play discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. Go to the southern wharf to meet the person behind the scenes. Yeah, how's it gonna be? Nějaký hloupě vypadající velký muž nebo nějaký skrblík? Starší skrblík a mladší skrblík.
Do you think that kid's gonna fluff her lines? Also, let's be honest, this is a new low for us.
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's most trusted informants. Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite add up.
Jo, nemyslí taky na to, že protože je to dítě, tak že never mind.
It sounds like you underestimated me. And the children as well.
Hi.
You knew how important that comb was to Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotionally manipulate her. You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own innocence and confuse her conscience. Do you not realize how contemptible that is?
Docela dost, když se na tom zamyslíte.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. We never should have crossed you like this.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
That's not
To je
the
pozdě.
point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying to get the better of one another. So if all you've done is fool me by feeding me false information, I'd make a loss, and that would be the end of it. But you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go exploiting children for profit. Do you have any idea just how much damage that will cause?
It was hardly our first choice either. We were only acting out of necessity. We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess, but never had any opportunities to expand. When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. Let's go all in on this one, see if we don't get lucky for once. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as the price went up and up. We thought this was gonna be it. We were gonna make our fortune.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. More and more people started to suspect it was all a huge scam. Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could. But we had so much inventory that no one was willing to buy it.
That's when you thought of Ningguang, eh?
Oh yeah. As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead. And the price takes a steep hike. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs. We just didn't have any other choices.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story.
Yeah, this supports your conclusion about the luminescent spine hype.
But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment. Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We've both barely slept in days. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiots, thought it was all hilarious.
We messed up. Completely and catastrophically messed up.
Takže jste selhali v momentě, kdy jste zjistili, že to nemůžete prodat, nebo v momentě, že jste byli nachytáni při manipulování s dětma?
The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that. All we want now is a chance to start over.
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your hands, but we will need a detailed contract. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
Huh? But that means our profit is zero.
Chceš jít do vězení?
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it. This is a lifeline and we should be grateful for it. Forget about making money.
Yes, you're right.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines, but I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now?
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent matter here. Atoning for your transgressions is the main order of business. You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology. This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go back and see the children.
Wrong door. Tady. One down.
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh? Oh, it's Ghost.
I'm sorry, Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your... I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this again. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
What do you think, Auntie Ning?
I think it should be your choice, and yours alone.
No matter what your decision is, we support you and what you say.
Since it's all sorted out now, and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay.
Maybe. Ale co když budeme mít in the long term nějaký emocionální problémy kvůli tomu?
We can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with us.
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else try to con you.
I've made up my mind. I want them to come play with us.
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with. Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting. Come on.
So full of energy.
Should we go with them?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons.
You absolute buffoon! Play with the children! At the North Wharf.
Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. Am I right?
I did not think of that. Wow. I mean, it's not as bad?
They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak.
I'd be nervous too.
But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust.
Rodina, anti-Ningguang.
For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult. I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills, how to think critically. I never taught business, though. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies, and far more mature than their peers. This has given them confidence in themselves. I think that this is beneficial to them.
You're out like a teacher to them.
Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. That's why I hope to teach these children myself. Hopefully, I can pass on some of what I've learned. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal, that deception and one-upmanship are facts of life. But there's nothing wrong with that. When that happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But until then, I am here to protect them.
Are you raising to be your heirs or competitors? So are you raising them knowing they will be your competitors in your future?
I will one day die. New Qixing will replace the old, and Liyue will continue to prosper. I hope the name Ningguang will live on, but not as a person, as more of a symbol. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang! Hurry up! We're not gonna wait forever!
Coming! Come on, let's enjoy this while we can.
Aw. Well, the view remains good. Time flies and the good years slip away easily. But the name Ningguang will remain a symbol for generations to come. Oh. Tam smějou v pozadí a mají good time. Mezi tím hey, let's play hide and seek. No, spíš, je pro nás, no spíš chase me. Well, to byl den according to schedule tak nejdýl, co šlo. Dostali jsme se sice k tak předposlednímu bodu, ale whatever. Dál byl na seznamu nějaká večeře, myslím, lehká. Jako nějaký lehký jídlo. Nějaký jenom trošku. A.k.a. večeře pravděpodobně. A pak nějaká jedna formalita, ne až tak komplikovaná, a pak návrat do té Jade Chamber. To byl celý ten plán, takže to bylo nejdál, co se dá v tom dostat. Wait, neznám tě? Jo, znám! Naďo, co tu děláš? Tvoje směna je v noci, ne? Isn't the Bible time? You miss winter time? Winter Snezna is quite different. It's common in some places for blizzards to last an entire month. It can be deadly if you don't properly prepare your food reserves and don't take precautions against the cold. So as you cuddle up next to the warm stove with snow-laden wind beating against the window, the danger that is right in front of your eyes and distant in the sky will make you think, I'm alive and I'm happy. If you ever come to Snezna, you will understand what I mean. I bet I will. One day. Snad se má její pen pal, dobře. My jsme se dostali. Takže to byl business as usual. Veškerý business as usual vyústil jenom ve dva endingy z 5. Většina endingů leží v místech, kde ten schedule je totálně random a totálně prostě whatever, nechce se mi to dělat módu. Prostě veškerý endingy jsou v nechce se mi to dělat módu. Really? Jako když jde schedule podle plánu, podle dobře udělaného plánu, tak není moc věcí, co by se mohlo odestat.
Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you, as a member of the Liuech, my usual job. For example, arranging her day. You miss
Baisha has always. I'm sure she was simply.
Back to the top. By Xiao and by I can go through the methods I use, all in a day's work. For currently, there are 130. Yes, I'll go through them most first. Is the pure. Then a discussion with. Right after that, there's. Yes, you do. You need to take travel. Ample knowledge of all. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point?
She's not gonna keep going on until infinity, right?
Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through.
No need.
Already? Wow.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting.
I'll
I'm
do my
grateful
best.
for your. If anything else is that.
Take care.
Všechno jsme slyšeli. Time to... A tady je ten decision. Tady už jsme všechno explornuli. Well, přinesme chaos. Let's make chaos magic happen. Time to avoid anything complicated. You hand over the schedule you made to Baishi and... one day off! To snad ne. To snad ne. Proč? Lumino, ty chceš, aby tě vážně vyhodili z tohohle prostě po hlavě střemlou dolů.
Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a light load?
I bet she hasn't taken a vacation ever, has she?
Yeah, that's true. Lady Ningguang has a lot of work to attend to, and frankly, she doesn't have many opportunities to rest. We do sometimes worry about her health, but her attitude is very Mora-driven. If by taking a break there's a chance she'll lose Mora, she'll never agree to it.
But the work will always be there, no matter what.
Huh. I see where you're coming from. Yes, you have a point. All right then, let's go with your plan. I'm sure Lady Ningguang has plenty she wants to talk about with you. There's a lot of things that need doing over at the auction venue, so I will be leaving you now.
Everything goes well.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted.
Ach jo, teď bude ten totální surprise Pikachu face, když prostě jí to předám, ten prázdný list papíru a prostě uprostřed jenom vacation, baby! Prostě... I don't want to. Once again, wait for the morning. Time off. Nevím, jestli to bude na stejném levelu cringe jako Childe a ten jeho proslov o medvídkách a v obchodu s hračkama před prostě tou družinou. Docela se to blíží. Jako prostě ten nejvíc thick-headed prostě move. Prostě co můžem udělat, prostě setup mě schedule. Prostě ne, že bychom udělali dobrý schedule nebo špatný. Neuděláme nic.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Same as usual. Tohle myslím nic neovlivní, jenom možná tohle a...
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable.
See?
So, what's item 1 on today's schedule?
Oh no. Mamma mia. Teďkon zemřeme v přímém přenosu. Take a look.
I imagine
Time off.
this must have taken Baisher completely by surprise.
She said she would leave it up to me, and that is my decision.
Sure. There's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, and any extra time I can squeeze out is spent on preparing for the future. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break.
You don't take many breaks, do you?
I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated. Still, your idea is very sensible. Mora can only lift a weary spirit. It cannot alleviate physical fatigue. So then, the days ahead of us. Any ideas on how to spend it?
Když mi hra dá nějaký možnosti, sure. A tady vidím další split. To je tak jasný split, že to prostě není možný. Prostě to je úplně jasný, že každý má svůj vlastní ending. Let's do something you never normally have time for. Let's do something you never normally have the opportunity to do. Takže něco, na co normálně nemáš čas, anebo něco, k čemu nemáš možnost. Co by nemohla dělat? Je nejbohatší a nejvlivnější osobou ve městě a může si v podstatě dělat, co chce. Jediný, co by nemohla dělat, je zkusit si být normálním člověkem, jakožto bohatá vlivná osoba, tak to je ta obligátní věc. Ale jestli se jí to extra chce, to je absolutně něco jiného. Jelikož nevím, co by to obnášelo, protože nemá čas dělat skoro vůbec nic pro sebe, tak tam jako si dokážu představit nějaký typ věci, který by se mohly dít. Ale jelikož tady absolutně nevím, o čem to sakra bude, tak sure. Něco, čemu nemáš příležitost.
Something I never have the opportunity to do. Interesting. Before I decide, I'd like to know, what gave you this idea? Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities.
Jakou angle? Jaký úhel? Z jakého úhlu to vezmem? Money can be a limit, anebo high standing can be a limit. No, víme, jak vypadá relativně vlivná osoba bez peněz, viz jejich vlastní bůh, který nikdy netahá sebou peníze, jako totální hajzl, a nechává zaplatit za všechny jeho věci. Takže to není až tak takovej zajímavý prospekt, ale být najednou nikým, když jste někdo slavnej, to je docela zajímavý prospekt a tohle k tomu jakoby míří. Zkusíme, jestli to myslej to samý.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate about you. You see things the way they are, rather than how they appear.
You are really famous. You're one of the Liu Qixing. You don't get to be a no one.
I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Is that okay by you?
Sure. Whatever you'll feel like doing, today is yours. Do it as you please. Sure. Whatever you feel like.
Thank you. All right, here it is. I've always thought it would be fun to recapture what life was like before I joined the Liu Qixing.
Je to něco, co stojí za to myslet?
I was born into a humble family, and all the wealth you see now began with a single haul of fish.
You know how to fish?
I had to. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Hey.
Fishing isn't the half of it. You'd be amazed at some of the odd jobs I've worked in my time. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be their errand runner back in the day.
It's hard to imagine, but it makes sense.
They were tough times, but I had a clear goal and plenty of motivation. If I didn't make any money in the morning, I'd have no food for lunch. I guess that's why I came to be so obsessed with Mora. I want to relive that time from my life. Feel some of that drive again. Take a trip down memory lane.
Že rybařit a udělat pro někoho pochůzku?
All about it. Will you join me?
It's not what I was expecting, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Great. Then let me lay down the ground rules. We're not to use our status or reputation in Liyue Harbor to our advantage, and we have no starting capital. The goal is to see how much more we can make under these conditions.
Let's find some work at Northland Bank. Jo, jako by tam pustili každýho. Let's start at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay, but working as a day laborer could be quite dull. Why don't we go down to the docks? They periodically throw out a lot of unclaimed or abandoned goods. We might find something that we can exchange for Mora.
Yeah, that's not... That's really far from what you are currently, I have to say. Impressed.
What does it matter? Don't worry about it. It's all part of the fun. Come on, let's go down to the docks.
Do you have a disguise? I should hope so. Let's go to the wharf. Yeah, all the way over there. Wee. Mě hodně zajímalo, jestli fakt bude nějaký disguise, nebo prostě tam na pochodu je prostě v celý svý zářivý kroji, prostě v oblečení, přívěšky a všechno. Já jsem nikdo, tady máte nějaký falešný jméno, prostě můžu vevnitř? Jako Předstírat na den, že jste dole, když jste úplně nahoře, nefunguje, pokud nebudete mít nějaký převlek. Jako...
Lady Ningguang, to what do I owe the honor? Are you here to inspect the goods in the warehouse? You may have to wait a moment. I must have not gotten the message. Sorry, I won't be long. I'll grab all the paperwork right away.
See?
Calm down. No need to panic. That's not why we're here.
Oh, you're just looking for me? I haven't done anything. Have I? I mean, I don't think so.
What do you want to know about the unclaimed and abandoned goods in here?
All right, the periodic clearances. Yeah, I've been handling those, strictly per the protocol. I make sure I post all the necessary notices and notify every individual that I'm required to. It used to be a huge problem, but with a bit of hard work, I've managed to reduce the amount of goods we need to clear out by at least half.
Why do so many goods get abandoned in the first place?
It's hard to say. It really depends. Everyone has their own reasons. But as far as the warehouse is concerned, they all fall into these categories: unclaimed goods, damaged goods, or unpaid storage fees. As for the damaged ones, I guarantee you it's nothing to do with how they're stored. It's because some things go bad more easily than others. If it sits there in the warehouse for too long, it goes without saying that it could start to affect the other goods. But that aside, even the smell is just unbearable.
So, have you cleared out any of these goods recently?
I'm afraid we just finished clearing out all the big ones. But don't worry, Lady Ningguang. If you're here for an inspection, then I'm here to make it happen. Hang tight. I'll grab some of the smaller items for you right away.
Hold on. Oh.
Off he goes.
I don't think he has quite grasped the nature of this situation.
It's like he was reporting on his work. He comes back panting for breath.
Lady Ningguang, I had a quick run through the list and cleared out some more items. Please, inspect them at your leisure.
Let me see here. Soggy food, an odd shoe, a broken mirror, small wooden toy.
Malou hračku jsme mohli prodat nějakému dítěti. Not a whole lot of use.
We missed the last clearance. We're down to the slim pickings now. Some of these are true junk, but there are a few items of value here. Take this wooden toy, for example.
Yep.
The wood is good quality. If you took it apart, there's quite a number of useful everyday objects that you could turn it into, with a little work.
Can we have this?
Huh? You want it? Well, sure. Take whatever you want. It's all getting thrown away anyway.
Great. This is going well.
Take some time to sift through.
Yes.
Let's take some time.
And once we're done, we will find a merchant to give us an appraisal of their value.
I have no idea what's going on here, and I'm not about to ask either.
Good choice. Very good choice. A batch of abandoned goods. Že severní wharf. Naštěstí každý wharf má svůj vlastní teleport. Sell the raw material to the merchant. To je ten black market hajzl, vole.
Lady Ningguang, welcome to my humble store. What can I get for you?
Actually, today's a little different. I'm not here to buy anything. I wanted to ask if you could take a look at some goods for me.
Just take a look? What for?
To give us an estimate.
Oh, I see. Let me take a look then. I mean, I can take them. I have a few regular customers I can talk to. They should be able to salvage the raw materials. Shouldn't take long at all, but...
What's wrong? If it's too much trouble, please. There's no need to force it.
No, it's nothing like that. Well, anyway, let's talk pricing. So all of these together... I'll give you 150,000 mora. How does that sound?
I think he had a couple of zeros by accident.
Oh, well...
No worries. The price is negotiable, of course, so we can discuss it further.
Yeah. To je přesně, co říkám, prostě Můžete se snažit být normální, ale když když nějak nezakryjete svoji slavnou část a budete předstírat svoji ne až tak slavnou část, tak to je doslova k ničemu. Jenom ztráta času.
Bump it up a little. It'll be fine. I'm sure we can reach an agreement here.
What are your thoughts?
That is way too much. You know that.
Yes. At most, these items are only worth a couple of thousand mora.
Wow, to mě překopává celý myšlenky na tom, kolik je hodně. Jenom prostě základní dřevěný materiál z nějaký hračky prostě za pár tisíc mory. Jako, what?
Huh? Wait a minute. So you're really here just to sell a few things? And specifically, these things?
to říká, jako kdyby viděl před sebou něco, co nikdy neviděl. Prostě nějakou oliheň, prostě jako... What? We were misunderstood again.
It appears so. We can't go on like this. Let's try something else. As long as we're in Liyue Harbor, this kind of misunderstanding is inevitable.
Někam jinam?
If I wasn't Ningguang, Go-Sanar probably wouldn't have handed all of these over to us, and you likely wouldn't be willing to buy them either.
To be completely honest, you're not wrong.
This goes against the rules we set for ourselves at the start.
Then we'll just have to leave Liyue Harbor and go somewhere else.
Are there any other ways for adventurers to make mora besides their remuneration from the guild?
We go treasure hunting in places like Gwili Plains, but the work is hard and the payout is kinda low. Jo, ty česty nemají v sobě zase až tak tolik většinou.
Great. I don't mind. Let's give it a try. Lead the way.
You two have a good one.
Go for adventure. Gwili Plains, který jsem náhodou zmínil, jsou tady přímo uprostřed. Jo, jsem si vzpomněl. Jo, ona samozřejmě vyčmuchá veškerý orečka. Jako přímo tamto. Jo, dostal jsem ji jako trial, kdybych ji neměl náhodou. Ale dali mi ji vylevlovanou, což... Fajn, tady trošku vyskylím s luminou.
It feels like it's been a long time since I've gotten so physical. The feeling of creating your wealth with your own two hands is just as exhilarating as ever.
Even for this low?
Yes, I'd say so. Everything starts out small. You focus on quantity at the outset, and gradually shift to focusing on quality as your wealth builds. And let's not forget, we started with no initial capital. It's reasonable to expect building something from nothing to be highly demanding. In any case, the sight of Mora has always had a way of improving my mood, no matter what the sum is.
Well, then let's keep this momentum going.
I intend to. I'm not ready to stop yet this time. Let's try something a little more challenging.
Jo, nějaký fetui camp a udělat z toho politický myšmaš. Teď se pohybujeme ze Slimáku na Hillchurly.
Don't waste it. Your life is mine.
Yeah, goodbye to you.
Give up.
Tak rozbij ten štít. To už je trošku lepší.
Another satisfying haul. What a feeling.
You're pretty good. Sice trošku máš mizerný attack speed, ale celkem good.
That's very kind of you. But I know I'm no match for a professional adventurer like yourself.
Jenom trošku.
For me, a battle is just a form of exercise. A way to keep fit and use up any surplus energy.
Have you scratched your itch yet?
Oh no, not yet. There's more Mora to be made. Hey, look! What's that hole in the ground?
I think it's from a weasel thief.
Oh, I see. So if we catch it, there's Mora for the taking?
I guess it's almost as fond of the Mora as you are. Go figure.
Oh, how quaint. That was your Beto impression, was it? Well, I'm afraid I'm having far too much fun to stop what I'm doing and start bickering with you, Captain. Come on, let's go get this weasel thief. There it is! After it! Goodness, this reminds me of fishing. Not an easy catch.
Já, docela jo, vlastně.
But we
To je
didn't let
pravda.
it slip away, and the haul is now ours. That's what counts.
So, what do you make?
Let's see. A little over 1,000 Mora.
Celkem realistický na ten scope, co jsme si dali.
We can't do any serious business with this amount of starting capital. We need to keep working hard.
Do you require a break?
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm suddenly a little hungry. Huh. Amidst the thrill of the chase, I didn't even notice. Wangshu Inn is right there, but...
Based on our rules and the current financial accumulation, we can rule that out.
Same thoughts here. After how hard we worked to get our hands on this Mora, it would be a shame to eat it all in a single sitting. In which case, I think I'll take this opportunity to show you a skill that I used to be rather proud of.
Cooking?
Yes, but the rule of the game is no fishing rods allowed. We're going fishing by hand. Come on, let's go down to the river.
Jestli budeš používat ty drapáky, co máš teď, tak můžeš prostě jenom prostě tu single point a prostě spírnout tu ruku. Prostě tu rybu svojí vlastní rukou.
This should be enough. Let's head back to land and grill them.
You've got to have reserves. Protože jsem chytil nadbytek. Ningguang grills the fish like a pro.
Have a taste of my cooking. A fresh catch can go straight on the grill with minimal preparation and it tastes delicious, even with no seasoning. It's a
I'm
little
impressed.
hard. That's on purpose. I
Nevšímejte.
just like how it tastes.
To vůbec nic neděje.
Normally, I have to make a special request to the chef if I want it to taste like this.
Thank you.
I'm okay. It was nothing. Back in the day, I had to hurry home after work to do my household chores. Then in the evening, it was out to the night market with the family to support our stall. I was always meticulous with the most menial of tasks. My mother always loved that about me. But by the same token, she didn't love the idea of me leaving home and starting my own business. She thought it was just an unnecessary risk when I could just carry on helping out at home instead.
Yeah, That's the reason you are now late in Ningguang today.
You'd be more likely to see me pulling up outside Wanmin restaurant and selling grilled tigerfish from a food cart. My childhood memories run deep. I'll always have a special affection for fish. They are confined to the water, and yet they live free, swimming around wherever the mood takes them.
A lot like adventuring, in my opinion.
It is. I have greatly enjoyed experiencing the adventurer lifestyle with you. When I think back on all my hard work in the past, it motivates me to face the challenges that lie ahead in the future.
And next time, I'll grill the fish for you.
That sounds great.
Mezitím jsem tam umřel.
Forward to it. But a word of warning. I am very picky about my grilled fish. I can be a tough lady to impress.
Právě jsi to ukuchtila bez jakýchkoliv koření, takže šuš. Fortunes shared. After a short rest, it is time once more to convert your previous efforts into future motivation.
Shudder!
Tak respektuj. Tady, když lítání není až takový hifi prospekt, tak tam můžu vrátit svoji taštičku. Ne. There we go. Portneme se zpátky. Once more with feeling. Obě dvě jsou totálně zmožený ze separátních důvodů. Totálně. Yeah, wait until the following day. Což teďkon bylo, takže... Proč takové věci trvají vždycky tak dlouho? Fish, the more the merrier, of course. Wait for it. There we go.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I'm so excited.
Oh, how strange. Me too. I'm joking, of course. I slept like a baby. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule?
Take a look. Vacation.
I imagine this must have taken Baishur completely by surprise.
She said she wanted it up to me.
Sure. There's no harm. My schedule is usually so it'll be quite nice to take a break.
You're telling me any breaks? But still, it would be lovely to have a break. And let's do something you never have time for.
Something I never have time for. Ah, have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps?
Is it called something like Liyue Millennial?
Yes. It's based on classic chess, but with different rules. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way.
Jsou to 3D šachy, nebo jsou to šachy ve 3 lidech?
So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards. I'm constantly revising and expanding it. So far, there are over 30 editions.
Quite an ambitious project.
True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules?
How do we get people interested?
I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue. One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile.
Sounds fun.
No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible. And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it?
Oh, you're gonna just make a chess piece based on me?
I am indeed. Many of them, in fact. My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece. It seems only fitting for someone of your status.
So I'm part of the marketing plan.
Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day, including myself. Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form.
Sounds great.
Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Oh, you need to take measurements of me. Kam s tím půjdeme? A proč na tam záleží vyměřovat mě specificky? Jako děláme nějakou akční figurku, prostě aby to bylo prostě jako vyloženě proporcionálně accurate. Zase vystává mnoho otázek, kam budou strkat ten metr. Možná to je jenom možná je to jenom moje starost, kterou bych měl, ale je to věc, která mě napadla reálně, takže což? Ježišmarja, voda.
Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
To mýmu toku myšlení moc nepomáhá, to řeknu rovnou.
You already know each other?
We've met before. Je hodně horny.
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know. There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever. There's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up. All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take her measurements today.
Isn't she in the porcelain business?
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume? There was no porcelain involved in that. As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the prime of my youth and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
Not at all.
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services many times before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the Traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing. I see how it is. You'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Oh, I think the Traveler is the one you should be asking about that.
I wasn't suggesting anything.
I'm kidding.
Jo, nevím, to nebude mít trojku.
It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched. Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
Nepomáháš, rozhodně nepomáháš mýmu toku myšlení a předem se omlouvám, ale všichni jsme věděli, kam to zatočí, jakmile vstoupila ona do obrázku. Všichni jsme to věděli. A já. Bude tam strkat ten metr a bude měřit i její bosoms. Takže...
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my number one suspect.
Rumors about the traveler or the chess piece?
Některé nejmenované měření, jestli budou zveřejněný, tak definitivně tě vyhledám a dám ti lekci, jako nezapomeneš.
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
I hope you do know where the line is, because I don't want to people talking about those.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again.
Nope.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward. Now that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can I do for you today?
Za prvé, tady máte měření našich postav a za druhé ani slovo, jinak to budete litovat.
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the traveler's measurements here.
Okay, let me just double check. Looks good. This has all the measurements we need. I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production. I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top-quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
That's okay. This one is not for profit. With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind. But this one serves more of a commemorative purpose. To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time. But I haven't once followed up on the progress.
There's a Jade Chamber piece in this chess set?
Yes. And just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Now I understand her concern.
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also, not-for-profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang. How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd, but shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people. Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past.
Oh? How so?
Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought. She must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile. Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I could think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return. You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor. It was the deal of the century. And as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how she wants it. We can't go letting her down.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Well, that's that then. Let's head back to the Jade. There's something I want to discuss with you.
Alright. Not a word, alright? Not a single word. Let's play some chess! Možná.
I have a question for you, and I'd like to hear your honest opinion. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all?
Do určitého bodu, ale to je tak všechno maximálně. Jako cynická si definitivně byla v životě, to si přiznala, ale byl teďko ne, takže nějaký turning point tam byl, zhruba v tom bodě. The point is that you stepped up when the time came. Honestly, yes. I was a little disappointed, and I think all you're trying to make up for your losses. Honestly, the point is that you stepped up when the time came.
Thank you.
Regardless.
Yes. You see things the way they are, however they may appear on the surface. I was lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. I just thought we should do what needed to be done, and this was a decision that only I could make. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Liyue Harbor. So, to lose Liyue Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just didn't work. I was grief-stricken. Like a huge part of my heart was suddenly missing.
Aww.
Because I had just severed ties with a lifelong companion. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't. There was no way I could console myself. So why bother trying? But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation, and I did it for the sake of Liyue Harbor. And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination. All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain.
So why did you lie to her?
Because, to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine. This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you. The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am.
But so far you've done so well.
Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more, taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me. And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
Yay! Unchanging will. Through countless melancholy moments, the clouds are now at last clear. Gazing ahead, she will surely make the right decisions. O. Prostě máme heart to heart talk. Well, to ale ještě není konec. To ale ještě není všechno, Horste. Ještě je tu 5. ending, který absolutně nevím, jak se tam dostat. A docela bych rád slyšel něco o těch šachách, který vyrábí. To musí být hodně zajímavý. A ty figurky prostě, jestli vyžadují její přesné měření prostě ve všech oblastech, tak jako ta figurka bude asi tak vydetailovaná, tak líbivá na pohled, jakožto celý ten zbytek setu, že to chci vidět o to víc. Prostě, jak fancy bude ta šachovnice a ty figurky, že to requiruje přesný měření od zhora dolů. To se nepočítá jako following day. Alright. Přesuneme se skoro přesně 24 hodin, jenom protože jsme byli tady. A odsud se to počítá. Hold. Úplně co nejdřív. Je přesně 7, wake up.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Spolehám na to, že tohle je jenom reakční, že to nemusím.
That's good. I was So, what's item 1? I imagine this must have taken... Sure. My schedule is usually very tight, so it'll be quite nice to I don't often... Still. Yep. So then.
Je jako vážně ten jeden decision v tom, že jí řeknu, že se Lumina vyspala špatně?
Something have you played the chess game it's called When I Was I'm constantly revising and expanding it. True. But isn't one of the joys of playing chess? I think the key I'm planning to make one side will play the Guardians of Leo Heart. No problem. I want to make, and no Guardians of Leo, I am indeed. My thinking was that it seems only fitting for someone, naturally, since everyone who owns this chess set will then it's just come with me.
Yes. Slyšeli, that is not it. To překročí na ten Leeway Millennial, což jde sem a cokoliv je tady, tak absolutně nevím. Já prostě nevím, co tam... Já nevím, jak se tam dostat, ale jediný, co fyzicky můžu kliknout, je prostě, že se Lumina vyspala špatně a že se na tohle vůbec netěší. Tak jako jestli Ningguang rozhodne, že prostě bude den celý úplně jinak, nebo že se naštve a prostě mě odešle pryč.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I was a little nervous.
There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the schedule you made and tick the items off one by one. So, what's I imagine this must have taken... Sure. There's no harm in changing my schedule is usually very tightly packed, so it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often... Still, you're right. So then...
To je velmi podezřelý. Akorát mě napadá, jestli prostě nezaklepání na její dveře a v podstatě neplnění mých povinností vůbec je taky možnost, nebo jestli to je prostě jenom interaktivní okno pro začínání toho hangoutu.
Interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunities.
To je pravda, na toho jsem nekliknul, jestli to je něco jiného. More can be limitation.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Thank you.
Yours?
All right, here it is. I was born into a humble family. Fishing isn't... A lot of the old folks like to brag about how they were if I didn't make it... I want to relive that, so how about it? Will you join? Great. We're not to use our status. The goal is to see how...
Je to věc, kterou jsem nekliknul, takže ačkoliv je to cringe to navrhnout v takovémhle scénáři, tak musím to zkusit.
I can see why you'd... But Northland Bank is a special...
Is it clashed in the past?
And also... Never mind. I'll just show you. It won't eat up too much time. I expect they still hold a grudge against me to this day.
Ha! There we fucking go. Endless smoke. Takže ten random comment o Northland Bankce v té subkategorii je ve skutečnosti ne pod tou subkategorií, ale je separátní kategorie. Tak, zase se proletíme nějakou dobu. Zvláštní, že mají proti ní takovou zášť a ona prostě ne, že mi to řekne, co se stane, ale prostě ona mi prostě ukáže, co se stane. What? Není to náhodou něco, čemu by se měla vyhnout? A nebo mi ukáže, že se na tebe všichni dívají tady skrz prsty. Já nevím. O to, že tam je ta bedna tam nahoře na tom ochozu, kde je hromada peněz.
Lady Ningguang, I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble for the Fatui. With all due respect, too much official pressure will risk driving our bank out of business.
There's no need to be so hostile. I'm just here to talk business. So, are you in business or not?
That depends on the proposal. And it's not my decision alone. But first, tell me, why should we believe that you really are here for business? Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry, but none of us here can afford that.
Straight to the point, I see. Works for me. Traveler, we're leaving. Let's not waste any more of our time here.
Talk to Ningguang away from the bank. Understandable. Wait.
Do you see what I mean now? Their attitude was just as I expected.
Yeah, they're not even trying to hide their hostility.
That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely. I dealt them a rather ruthless blow with the size of the reparations payment I imposed. This sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are still wary of me to this day.
So it is true, the Northland Bank is just an arm of the Fatui.
Yes, with some exceptions, but that is more or less correct. If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard. They are more than just a commercial organization.
Hey, now I know. Does that make a trip? Does that make this trip worth it? Guess I shouldn't have included this as an option. Oh, now I know. Does that make this trip worth it?
That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions of that great battle. But that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our fun little survival game.
Wait a second. Can you sense it?
Now that you mention it, yes. We're being watched.
I think it's since we left the bank.
What are they plotting this time?
Let's grab them by the collar and beat a question out of them.
My thoughts exactly. But we need to be discreet. If they realize we're onto them, then we'll lose the element of surprise. Let's act natural, determine who our tail is, then lure them somewhere more deserted so we can catch them. Keep moving, just walk forward at a normal pace and don't do anything to give away that we suspect anything.
Takový štěstí, že... Takový štěstí, že neposlouchají konverzaci naši.
Okay, I think we have a few potential suspects. There's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll see only a handful of people have been watching us constantly. But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail.
Mystery pen, prostě kamery, prostě za ní a aby se to vycentrovalo na tuhletu ženskou. Ale zároveň je to ten týpek ze Snezhnaji, tady prostě v rohu. Let's keep going for now.
Agreed. Whoever it is will continue to follow us.
Suspicious person. To může to být red herring totálně.
I think we've narrowed it down a little further.
Yeah.
But let's stay calm until we're 100% sure.
Definitivně jeden z nich.
It shouldn't take much longer.
Ja. Ten jeden Snezhnajen týpek prostě je on. A tahle týpka s tímhle sestřihem jsem taky viděl definitivně hodněkrát.
I think I have the answer.
I think I do too. Jo, tenhle ten ten sestřih jsem definitivně viděl víc než jedno. Ale tam...
Don't get the wrong person though, or all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Tam sestřih tamto týpka jsem definitivně viděl víc než jednou, ale tohodle frameovali jak blázen. Takže... Možná je to red herring, ale... Definitivně prostě byl tam před tím UA High Pavilionem, pak jsem movenul na tyhle schody a teď je tady. Kruh vyloženě vyznačuje ten kousek za tím mostem, most samotný a tady ten obdélník před tím mostem. Jako framujou jeho jak debil. Tak jo.
Did you really think we wouldn't notice you sneaking around?
What? I'm not doing anything.
Come clean. What are you doing?
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, and I don't know what they're paying you. But let's make a deal. How cooperative you are now decides how much immunity I give you when this gets investigated. Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves when push comes to shove? Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract my offer?
She's not getting a moment to breathe.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was just to follow you, I promise, that's it. When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We figured you must be up to something, but your brief conversation left us none the wiser as to your intentions. We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get to the bottom of it before we could put our minds at rest.
Are they really this guarded?
I know they're wary of me, but this is still an overreaction, surely. This all feels very suspicious. There must be more to this than he is letting on. I only took you there to demonstrate how tense things are. Somehow we only tested the waters, but ended up with the catch of the day. Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes. They would have seen this and reported back.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind.
Takže tam ten druhej byl taky spy? Sekundární? Proč mi se zdálo, že jsem ho viděl víc než jednou? Don't you need more evidence?
No time. I'll just have to improvise. Keep him with you. Do not let him slip away.
Ah, goddammit. Go to Northland Bank. God damn it. Zavezl na špatný schody a teď to musím nějak vyřešit. A nechce se mi odrolovat jí kvůli parkour problému. There we go.
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible. She wouldn't have shown up here out of the blue without good reason. Keep investigating. We must ascertain her intentions.
Oh, to teďkon poznáš hodně zblízka.
So much commotion. This must be an important meeting.
Oh, great.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the contents of this particular meeting. This simplifies things.
So, you are here to investigate us after all. Where did you get wind of this?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit, and your first reaction was to immediately arrange a sizable surveillance operation with myself as the target. You couldn't have advertised your guilty conscience more clearly if you'd tried. You may as well come clean. You know I will not turn a blind eye to any violation of the rules in Liyue Harbor.
Even if we cooperate with her investigation, she's bound to find problems even where there are none. Well,
wow.
If you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book. The Northland Bank has no obligation to cooperate, even with a member of the Liyue Qixing.
Fine by me. Then I'll take my time. But you'll be begging to tell me everything by the time I'm through.
Overprotectiveness. Faint and riposte. No one wants to ever go up against Ningguang. You will pay for this! No, no! Okay. And that is it. Yep, all endings reached. Takže one hangout complete, stuff. Two hangouts complete, more stuff. 3 hangouts complete, její oblíbené jídlo. Nebo její nejlepší jídlo. Hangout 4, more stuff. A hangout 5, more stuff. Okay, Jade Chambers returning guest complete. Nečekal jsem, že skončím obecně a že video skončí ve stejném místě, kde skončilo posledně. Jak vzhledem k diferenciálnosti těch dvou charakterů, ale what are you gonna do? Když bych to mohl ukončit trošku v jiném scénáři. Dal by to větší smysl. Můžu se portnout odsud? Sure. Ukončíme to tam, kde to začalo, než tam, kde to skončilo. Protože když příliš věcí skončí ve stejném bodě, když začaly všechny někde jinde, tak to bude příliš jednotvárné. Takové příliš ordinary. Tak to začneme tam, kde jsme začali. V její kanceláři. V její velmi pestré kanceláři. A to bude ode mě všechno. Prošli jsme si denní rutinu s Ningguang. A pak jsme si taky užili den volna s Ningguang. A dělali jsme všechno možný, popravdě. Bylo to velmi zajímavé. Protože to prostě nemělo žádný velký cíl, jenom prostě projít si den s Ningguang a cokoliv se může stát. To byl veškerý jádro věci. Prostě den s Ningguang, který je většinou strukturovaný tímhle způsobem, ale může se stát cokoliv i tak. Což bylo velmi fajn, protože to nechávalo hodně prostoru pokrýt hodně území, so to speak. A bylo to docela fajn. Mnohem víc fajn, než jsem čekal. Protože kromě té megabitvy od Liyue Harbor, jak párkrát referencnula, co kde schodil, kde byla ta megabitva, což byl Grand Conclusion celého toho Leewayského arku, takže to muselo být záživný, kde svrhla tu Jade Chamber na to, tak to byl jediný impression, který jsem měl. Taky jsme s ní povídali iniciativně nejdřív, ale ne až tak dlouho, jenom kde si případně proti nám něco měla, ale nakonec neměla, takže to bylo asi tak všechno, co mi utkvělo v paměti. Ale teď po tomhle mám rozhodně lepší názor, není to jenom někdo, kdo jde po penězích, ale umí si taky užít a být volnější s někým, komu důvěřuje. A její minulost je velmi zajímavá, jsem netušil. Dělá to její postavu mnohem zajímavější, definitivně. A je to, I guess, stereotyp zase, once again, prostě prodával jsem hot dogy na ulici a teďkon vlastním jednu z největších korporací, jej. Minimálně tohoto provedení toho, ačkoliv to bylo podle té šablony téhleté, ale tak mě to celkem uchvátilo, jakože wow, ona prostě takové věci jsou prostě případ od případu. Někdy je to bolestivě obvious, že to je ta podle šablony a někdy prostě si to uvědomíte až potom, že jo, vlastně tohle je docela typická šablona. To mě vůbec nenapadlo. Tohle bylo podle šablony a vůbec mě to nějak nedošlo nebo mě to nepláclo přes obličej, že dělá tu typickou vyrůstala jsem jako chudá a teďkon jsem v podstatě královnou města. A bylo to celkem, jak jsem říkal, bylo to velmi překvapivý. Takže to byl souhrn mých myšlenek pro obsah dnešního dílu a ukončíme to tak jako vždycky. S tradičním vyšpulem. Pro moment dnešního videa tu máme bannery Adrift and Harbor s hlavní postavou Ganyu a Drifting Luminescent Sangonomi a Kokomi, se kterou jsme se mohli seznámit. Takže proto z tohohle miniaturního důvodu budu rolovat tohle, ale mým hlavním záměrem a cílem je ten lovely face. A taky ona trošku, protože když Sucrose dostane power up, tak jako není špatná až tak. Má velkoplošný AOE animal, který se může mísit s čímkoliv a taky dává docela dobrý knockback, když je odfoukne prostě na zem. Takže je jako docela hodně dobrý supportive charakter, takže mít další posilící konstelace by nebylo od věci. Jestli dostanu jeho, tak budu celkem smutné, protože on je totálně na nic a jeho attack speed a trošku i jeho skill cooldown je tak mizerný, že by mě přivedlo snad do myšlenek, který bych nezažil s nikým jiným. Prostě how? Proč tak pomalu, Jinkyu? Prostě proč tak pomalu? Anyway, here we go. Zase pravidlo. Boční pravidlo, jako vždycky, zachovám pro tento díl. Dělám jeden roll, když to bude nějaká zbraň šiťácká. Pokud to bude zbraň, pokud tedy to nebude nějaká zbraň, kterou jsem nikdy neměl, ať je to 4 nebo 5, tak pokud to bude zbraň, kterou nevlastním, tak si to ukončím tam, ale když to bude nějaká zbraň, kterou pravděpodobně budu mít už několikrát, tak udělám roll 2. A vzhledem k množství obou těm kuličkám, tak druhý případně udělám na tom standardu, abych se taky nějak protočil, abych to taky spotřeboval. Protože v budoucnu nás čeká velká akce a u velkých akcí mám pravidlo 2 věšpů, protože reasons. Takže jdeme na to. První věšpou tohohle banneru. Doufám v tohle, dostanu tohle. Here we go. Bude to prostě by the book. Bude to jako Ningguang a její schedule. By the schedule. Takže by the schedule pojďme si vyzvednout 9 věcí, které jsou absolutně normální a 1 věc, kterou už mám. Rip. Je to zbraň, Favonius Warbow, věc, kterou mám snad nejvíckrát ze všech. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 a 10. Jenom tu jednu věcičku. A wow. Tak se tedy podíváme, kolikrát to máme. A nejbližší lučiš je zde. Mám to 1, 2krát, 5krát. Mám to už namaxovaný a vylevlovaný, pak to mám jednou středně vylevlený a teď to už mám zase tady znova. Zrovna lučišníci jsou celkem hodně vymáhající, co se týče luků. Prostě archerů a rangerů je prostě celkem nějak až moc. Jako hodně moc. Nevím proč, ale je. Jsem se všimnul, že tady čet. Magreze's Companion Star. Complete the Jane Chamber's returning guest and unlock all endings. Overprotectiveness. A simple stone births 1,000 ripples. It seems like Ningguang's day off is not to be. Well, as I stated, si jdeme udělat ten druhý pull. Tak je pravda, že mám dost na to, abych si pulnul jednoho z nich, ale to si možná nechám na někoho, kdo tam připuluje příště. Může tam, co já vím, tak příští měsíc tam může připlout Jan Fej a pak budu litovat. A na ani jednoho z nich se nějak nekoncentruju materiálově, takže to nemá ani moc smysl je brát co nejrychlejc. Tak, tady koukám, že mám blízko k dalšímu, takže bram. Navopnout to skoro na 40. Řádkin. Jsem si docela vykumuloval. Taky mi to připomíná, když to vidím, že přebytečný množství můžu dát rovnou sem. Mi dá na 55. Takže jeden side wish pool, ten pool, protože jsem tam dostal zbraň. Ne, že bych dal 2, protože jsem ten greedy, ale když dostanu zbraň, což není až tak zajímavý dostat zbraň, tak prostě pulnu nějaký druhý, abych si zlepšil chuť. Nic velkého z začátku. Číslo 3. Tentokrát číslo 3 se nic neschovává. Číslo 4. 5. 6. 7. U koho jsem to viděl? 8. 9. A 10. Hop, dostali jsme další Big Hulk and Sword. Tak, kde můžu využít ty přebytečný na další nákup těchhletěch, protože to jsou ty jediný zbývající. And yeah. A jsem natočil dost videí v posledních asi 25 dnech, aby se udělalo tohle. Už mi přinese jeden celý level up. Ne, 2 dokonce. 30. a 31. Takže si můžu vybrat zbraň. V lukách, jak jsem říkal, jsem docela dost vytížený. Takže mít další luk, který navíc má crit rate na sobě, by nemohlo být tak až od věci. Moje druhá nejvytíženější je možná tady to, ale tu sleperu jsem nikdy nevyužil. Sem asi vezmu ten luk. Verdescent Hunt. A jeden wishball na jedno místo a jeden wishball na druhé místo. A hromada master level kartiček. Takže tady mám skoro 50 a tady mám skoro 40. Mám skoro do další desítku, prostě nějak. A ještě jí to tedy předám. Here you go. As we see, mám tu dost čtyřkových, tady ty dvě. Tady ten dává tak procentální bonus. Ale používám hlavně tyhle ty 3. Některý z nich možná v budoucnu, ale na to nejsou materiály a Seiyu je docela spokojená s tímhle. Možná jim přesunu na tenhle, který dává tím spíš raw a tak. Ale ten není ani zatím zaž tak vybuffovaný. Tohleto taking damage is a shield which absorbs damage up to 26% max HP. The shield lasts for 10 seconds or time but can be triggered once average 30 seconds. While protected by the shield, the character gains increased damage. Tak ho posilníme. Yeah, sure. Unlocked. Ding! Takže z 25 zhruba na skoro 30% max HP, jakožto shield. The shield lasts for 10 seconds, 45 je stabilní a z 18% damage increase na 21% damage increase. Tím se to posune na předposlední rank. Další, což je ten finální, je 21 na 24, je 21 na 32. Je skoro třetinu hápek prostě. Což v jejím případě je momentálně 25 000 a třetina z toho je tak 7-8 tisíc možná. Plus minus. Takže štít, který je jako na 10 sekund mít štít, který prostě má 8000 hápek jenom kvůli zbrani, je docela jako zajímavý. No, Noel je once again o trošku víc OP než předtím. Takže já děkuji, že jste se dívali a uvidíme se příště u hlavního příběhu. Jsem si celkem jistý. Šuš. Příště se uvidíme u hlavního příběhu. Těším se na vás na druhé straně. Tím si můžete být jistý. A jsem zvědav, jak se situace vyvrbí momentálně vzdálené i na Zumě. A jaké všechny postavy se tam objeví a jak se situace vyvrbí. I když můžeme předpokládat, že se vyrobí určitým způsobem, ale pořád je celkem fun, jak se tam ta situace dostane. I když víme, že se dostane do určitého bodu. A to bude příště. Což bude zase v dobu, kterou to vychází, ale kež by to bylo dřív. Nezívej. Tak se s vámi rozloučím, než mě zase odejde hlava někam jinam, což se pořád může stát. Takže děkuji, že jste se dívali, uvidíme se příště už v Inazumě a pokud jdete spát, tak dobrou noc.